Hello, hello guys. So sorry for the delay there. Unfortunately, not Dino Nuggies this time. Just me and my poor time management skills. But anyway, hello Yuli and Game Dan and Gigi and Sweet Bean Catherine. Good to see you guys. Thank you all for your patience. I've been fighting a stomach bug for the last few days anyway, and things are not going great right before the stream started, so I was like, I need a few more minutes. But hopefully things will be alright. Yuli, thank you again for what you did on the weekend. Appreciate you passing the wrench over to Game Dan. Game Dan, good luck if the bots show up once again. And hello as well to Mara and JJ Lene. Good to see you. Luckily, ladies first, hello as well. Luckily I did not throw up. I did kind of feel like it a few times, but thankfully that didn't happen. But I did have to run to the bathroom for other undisclosed reasons. So yeah, hopefully we will get through the stream today. I'm hoping this will just kind of distract me. But yeah. Hopefully things will be okay. Did I not say hi to you, Gigi? I thought I said hi to you like third one. Aw, man. Sorry, Gigi. Hi. I didn't mean to miss you. Alright. Let's get back into this. And thank you for all the well wishes, guys. Appreciate it. It is the future year 20 beep, and my dream has come true. Okay, let's be honest. If you asked me 2 months ago if my dream involved being the event coordinator at a video arcade, I'd have just stared at you kind of funny. I know, the arcade music's kind of a bop, isn't it, Mara? Even now it sounds ridiculous. Thank you, ladies first, appreciate it. Even now it sounds ridiculous, but it's true. I'm here, I'm successful, I'm happy, and this is my dream. Look how happy I am. I do too. I love the XX just beep. Ever since Funshit Reborn, business has been booming. The Funplex is packed with players, day in, day out. Kids, teens, the college crowd, the nostalgic ones looking for old games they remember. I've run 3 events so far. We've started rotating our games out of storage and into play to keep things fresh. The high scoreboards are constantly shifting. In fact, things are going so well, Gavin's hinted that maybe we should start looking into a second location. But this will always be home. Thank you, Gigi, appreciate it. Seeing the smiles on coworkers and gamers alike, watching my friends laugh and play in good spirits, that's working for me, and it's bringing me joy in turn. I won't argue why. In fact, I barely understand why. Hello, Georgina. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Ooh, and JJ, you finished Arcade Spirits. Nice. Very, very cool. 10 out of 10, eh? Awesome. I'm enjoying this a lot. I won't argue why. In fact, I barely understand why. But I'm happy. And that's better than I've been in years of going with the flow. Going with the flow never brought me this much enjoyment. I'd say by this point, I've soundly broken the family curse. And now I've doomed myself. Maybe everything doesn't have to fall apart from under me. Maybe I can just be happy. Maybe this is where I'm meant to be. Sign here, please. Huh? A bicycle messenger nudges a slim envelope my way again, trying to catch my attention. Understandable, Mara. I could see why you would be distracted from watching Changeling. I'm snapped out of my happy little trance immediately. Oh, right. No problem. And hello, Samantha. Good to see you. Glad you're looking forward to the stream. After jotting down my signature, he drops off the envelope and heads right on out the door. No time for Moopy or around a pinball, it seems. Deliveries to make. Curious, I open it up. Crystal Wave Rider, you are cordially invited to dine and discuss business matters at Deco's Palace with CEO Dekonami. Oh, it's juicy. Wink. I see you, Mara. Down, girl. Meeting time will be 7 in the evening sharp. You may bring a guest of your choosing. Yo, TEO, you free? Free Royal Value swipe card available for enjoyment of games prior to meeting. What? I read through it a few more times, trying to parse all the curly cues and swirls and swooshes. Although that doesn't clear my confusion of the whole matter. Soon, Francine looks up from her knitting, curious about the letter as well. Although, she seems to already have an idea of what it says. I suppose it's about that time, isn't it? Huh?
Oh, dear.
Time for that fellow to make another attempt at wooing me. Double, huh? Rather at wooing my beloved Funplex. Let me guess. Dekonami of Deco's Palace sent you a fancy invitation with all sorts of fancy writing. That's accurate, yes. Hello, Kendra. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. It's not the first time. He invited my dear Frederick and I over in 1980 to talk about selling the Funplex, and we turned him down flat. Then, in 1990, when home game consoles were poised to take back the arcade crowd, he suggested we sell. We turned him down. Hello, Sarah. No, you're not late. In fact, I was late, so you're all good. Now it's 20 and he's at it again. A gentleman would know when to quit. But he's got tenacity, and can't fault him for that. Why would a big-time arcade operator like Dekonami care that much about us? We're small-time. No offense. Come now, if anyone should be offended, it's you, calling yourself small-time. Crystal, dear, you've put in so much work to make my little arcade soar. I bet that's why he's knocking on our door again. We're thriving, and that's lured him back in. Gruyere? Is that how you say it? Like Gruyere cheese in the mousetrap. So wait, are we the cheese or the trap?
My, oh my.
That depends on how clever you are, my dear. Right, so I'm the cheese. Although I prefer to be a nice mozzarella. Cheese types aside, do you want me to ignore the invite then? Oh, heavens no. Contrary to what people say about the fellow, he's very much a man of his word. I always accept his invitation, always hear him out. It's only fair and proper. I thought he was like the arcade scene's greatest evildoer.
Let's be sensible.
That's a bit grandiose, no? Certainly plenty of rumors of his questionable methods abound, but that's all they are. Rumors. Politeness should be met with politeness. That's how you conduct proper business, and that's what the Funplex is all about. Francine moves to rise from her seat near the ticket desk, but pauses, leaning heavily on the glass countertop while looking strained. Don't you have a medical emergency too, Francine? I move to help, but she waves me away and sits back down. Oh, don't worry about little old me. I just stood up too quickly, that's all. Just out of breath. But, Crystal, I think it'd be best if you go in my stead. Oh, I was just reading Mara's comment in chat. Yeah, the thin fanfic idea is still strong. I could see it working, personally. Me? Let's be serious now. These old bones aren't as spry as they once were. And I think you'd have a good time there. Well, an interesting time at any rate. I'll look my dapperest for the villainous gentleman. You can count on me. I'll represent the Funplex. Shouldn't Gavin go? He outranks me. Okay, so JJ's ranking. Gavin number 1, number 2 Teo or Ashley, because it's hard to choose between. 3 is a tie between Queen Bee and the secret person. 4 Percy, 5 Naomi. Okay, cool. I like the top one. I want to look my dapperest. Then I shall don my Sunday's best to meet the mustache-twirling ruffian of arcade legend with pride. Huh. It's not that upscale, dear, no matter what glitz Dekonami favors. They still sell cheap beer by the pitcher and rarely scrape gum from under the tables. So, go there and turn him down. Got it. The slowness of her response is a bit concerning. Aw, Francine, are you okay? Sarah, sorry. My voice is in your brain now forever. I'll probably play it and not give any of them the voices that you had in your head. You'll be like, immersion ruined. I trust you to make the right decision for everyone. Which is to not sell the Funplex, right?
I don't feel that's my call to make anymore, dear.
Aw.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but I spend most of my time at home these days. Or napping. Or napping at home.
Sounds like you're living the life, Francine.
Funplex isn't really about me. Not anymore. It's so much more than Francine's Arcade Funplex now. It's about you. It's about your co-workers. It's about all our regulars. You've made me realize that. And I'm thankful.
Your kingdom is mine to rule. But seriously. I like the second one. Oh yeah, Game Dan, you and the rest of the chat better hold on to your butts because my brother is so talented at doing voices. So he's just gonna completely blow me away. I'm very excited for y'all to hear him. He's gonna do fantastic. At last, all that the neon light touches is mine! I have ascended the ziggurat of arcade majesty to rule over all with a terrible iron fist! But seriously, you're the one who built that ziggurat. I owe you a lot, and if you don't want me to sell, I won't sell. Oh, you're a peach, dear. But times are always changing. I'm an old fuddy-duddy, stuck in her ways. Maybe the time has come to change how the Funplex does things. Yeah, ladies first, I'm with you. And Mara, I'll be so sad if she dies before this is over. Because then I have to go through it every route, and I'll just be like, Betsy, no, please. Oh, you'd be surprised, Game Dan. Just you wait. Just you wait and see. Reserve judgment till you hear him. That's all I'll say. We're almost back to the heyday of it, 1980 beep, thanks to the changes you've made. So, I won't say you can't decide to sell. If it's a change you think we need, do it. Please keep an open mind. Francine sighs deeply, looking more tired than usual. It's only afternoon and I'm already worn out. Haven't even done anything but sit here and knit all day. Yeah, basically Backstage Pass all over again. It's true. It's a lot of PTSD from that. Like, yes, Catherine, my cool brother. Why is he so cool? Oh, you're playing Even If Tempest? Oh, jealous, Sarah. That looks so good. I hope it gets ported to PC one day. Totally play that. Yeah, sob over backstage pass. Oh no, there's a fight over who's the coolest, Max or Molly. I'll start a poll. Who do you think is the coolest? I don't want to know the truth though, so I'll just live in my little ignorant bubble. Knitting takes a lot of concentration. That's not nothing. If you're feeling pooped, you could take a few days off. Go home, get some rest. Yes, Sarah, I loved that Alvin was Travis's brother. That was so cool to me. I totally nerded out when I learned that, like, ah! And hello, Justin, welcome to the stream. Glad you're able to make it. My day was pretty good. I'm fighting a stomach bug, so I was a little bit late getting the stream going, but trying to push through it. But thank you, hope your day's been going good. All the same, I'd rather come in for work tomorrow, even if there's little work for me to do. I love being here. This is my true home. Aw, thank you, Sarah and Justin. Really appreciate it. Yeah, Mara, I know, but I dare to dream. It looks so good. And yet, you want me to keep an open mind about this deal?
Like I've told you, life can be a difficult series of trade-offs. What I want and what should be are often different things. I'm relying on you to do right by everyone I love. If selling is in their best interest to keep this dream going, so be it. No matter what you decide, I'm proud of you. I knew there was something special about you when I hired you to replace my grandson.
I replaced your grandson? Oh, awkward. Hello, plain old Daniel. I am not playing on the toilet, thankfully. That would be a little too close and personal, I think. If I was like that far gone, I would just be like, guys, look, sorry, stream is not happening today. Reasons. And yeah, Doc Wildcard. I remember you recommending Dr. Mercola to me. I should be taking all that stuff. Should be taking all my things. I should be having apple cider vinegar actually, but I'm having Coke instead because that usually settles me. So that's what I'm trying. And yes, Mara, I'm so excited that Persona 3, 4, and 5 are going. Well, Royal specifically. Are coming. I'm so excited by that news. Like, well, there goes the rest of my life. I'm just gonna be playing Persona. Alright, no problem, Justin. Thank you so much for popping by. Have a good rest of your day. Yeah, Sarah, I remember that the person who was in my position had quit because they were so bored. But I didn't remember that. I don't know if she mentioned it was her grandson. So I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, really, Sarah. So Dr. Pepper settles for you. That is good to know. She did? Okay. My memory is terrible. I mean, it has been a few weeks since I had that discussion with her, so that's my excuse.
You are the brightest spirit at the Funplex. And while we may not be blood, I'm happy to consider you part of my family.
Aw, thanks, Francine. You're the grandma I never had, Francine. Francine, you have my sincere thanks. Does that mean I can borrow the car, Mom? I'll defend the Funplex with my life. Wouldn't your real family object to that? Oh my goodness. Yeah, where's the hug Francine option, please? Ladies first, that's a possibility. If not, uploading, maybe streaming Persona would be in the cards, because I'd love to play through that game. So good, so pretty. I want it. That'll be in the future, quite a ways, but we shall see. We shall see what we shall see. I know the borrowing the car is so good. I don't like the second one. Yes, I am Catherine. gonna do the top one. I like that one. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured too, Mara. I think it would lend itself better to a stream than a Let's Play, but we shall see. One of the sort of romance roots in Persona 3 is a 10-year-old boy. Interesting. Aw, poor game, Dan. No, your graphics suck, sir. No fantastic game for you. Oh dear. That is very sad. I mean, my computer might not even be able to run it either. I don't know. It's a bit of an olden, but we shall see. I never knew my grandmothers, either of them. They died when I was really young. I feel like you've filled that role. You've become the grandmother I never had, Miss Francine. Thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome home, Crystal. You'll always be welcome here. With another deep sigh, Francine eases herself out of her chair. Oh, yeah, I bet your CPU is something, Sarah, for sure. You can romance multiple at a time, so him and Akihiko can get into a legit argument over the MC. Okay, interesting. Yeah, Game Den, I kind of feel that too. Like, she's just gonna be like, by the way, I'm dying. I'm like, oh no. Really, Daniel? So you worked on Ori and Will of the Wisps. Very cool. I love the look of Ori. It's so pretty. That's another game in my backlog. I am definitely taking requests, so I will write that down on my request page. Thank you very much. I will definitely add that. With another deep sigh, Francine eases herself out of her chair. Now, I think I'll take your suggestion and head on home. Well, for today anyway. I'll be here bright and early in the morning to hear how things went with Mr. Nami. I know you'll make the right decision. Good night, Crystal. Be well. Make the right decision. Okay. Arcades can't stagnate. Maybe change is inevitable. I don't want to sell it. Yeah, I've heard that, Mara, that doing a harem on Valentine's Day in Persona 5 leads to death. So I'm like, That's true, Game Dan. that there are some shenanigans going on there. But I don't wanna. I just can't see it. If we sell out... Well, I've tried so hard, I've gone so far, and in the end it doesn't even matter? That's what old Crystal would have said. That everything's going to collapse in on itself, so why get emotionally invested? But new Crystal grabs onto what she wants with both hands and does not let go. If Francine wants me to hear him out, okay. But I seriously doubt this will change my mind. Now who do I want to take as my +1? Beep, beep. Iris? You want to come as my date?
I'm your girl Friday, but I'm afraid you're not my type. My type being USB compatible, of course. I sensed you were in a state of deep ponderance and wanted to help. You're thinking of who to take to the meeting?
Yeah. I mean, TEO is the obvious choice. I'm sure he'd have some opinions on Deco's palace.
True. As part of the Funplex family, TEO would be a good pick. But this is a business meeting. You may want to consider widening your options.
Do I?
TEO will support your decision either way. It's clear he trusts you.
True. Okay then. Gavin, he does business in a business-like way. Naomi, she can assess the quality of their games. Ashley, she's got a good eye for local culture. Queen Bee, she knows the gamer scene. Percy, he knows business and gaming in equal amounts. Teo, he understands arcade social communities. I mean, yeah, I know what you're saying about, like, Teo would understand, but he understands this, so, you know, I'm kind of gonna go hang out with him. As usual, Teo's by Showtime stage. He spent the whole day training a new dance recruit, someone I haven't seen before. Yeah, Mara's like, take boyfriend. No doubt. No doubt in my mind, gotta take the boyfriend. Oh really, Sarah? It only unlocks after beating the game once. Interesting. Teo's been bringing in a lot of new people, actually. And once they finish the song, I wait for him to join me. Another newbie to join the crew? Teo places a finger under my chin and gently lifts until our eyes meet. Yes?
Those sparkling eyes of yours are so very observant. How I long to stare into them forever. They shine like the universe.
Thank you. Even as caught up as I am, I need to refocus. Okay, well, plain old Dan. Would you be amenable to being recalled Programmer Dan instead? I'm all for it, if you're okay with it. The blur in the second can get a little vomit-inducing. Oh no. That may be a bit of a problem for me. We'll see. Maybe not, maybe especially not when I'm having an off day stomach-wise. I'll try to keep that in mind. Okay, refocusing. Yes, well, we can discuss that later.
Over wine and candlelight.
Of course. What I really wanted to...
My place, then.
Swell, but I need your help with something. Could you pause on the flirt for like, oops, for 2 seconds?
Oh, my sweet. Why didn't you say so sooner?
I've been trying.
You're right. I've been babbling again. I just get so lost in your charm.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
I know you're not exactly an employee of the Funplex, but you've got a talent for talking to people, and paired with your positive nature, you'd be the best. Basically, Dekonami wants to meet with me to discuss a business venture. Hopefully a mutually beneficial one, but who knows what could happen.
Deco's Palace definitely has a more extensive selection of import rhythm games, even if they lack common joystick games. They're able to afford shipping them directly rather than waiting for the cabinets to be manufactured here. But they also don't spend the time cultivating the culture around those games, nor the upkeep it takes to keep those things working perfectly. Naomi's truly spoiled us with never having to wait long for an arrow or a drum to work properly. Overall, it's not my type of atmosphere, but I can't deny the good he's done for the genre. Some of those games you can't find anywhere else for 100 miles.
That's exactly why I wanted your opinion. You've got an open and honest mind about the whole thing.
I'm always happy to help in any way I can, even if I'm not much of a business negotiator. And I get to spend more time with you, so it's a win-win. Just let me know when you're ready. I'll be at my usual spot.
Don't make a big deal of this. Don't make a big deal of this. Don't make a big deal of this. We go there, we snicker at how awful the place is, tell Deco to shove it, go home. And then everything's back to the way it should be. It's going to be fine. Everything is fine. Teo offers to drive us across town to Deco's palace. Contrary to the talk before, we don't exchange many words. I'm deep in thought, running through all the possibilities of what could happen, and I can't shake this feeling. Something is off. Even looking at the glowing neon temple in the distance, my stomach knots and I feel uneasy. When we finally pull up, a valet takes the car and glitzy blinking lights blind our eyes. Hesitantly, I look over to TEO. That smile reassures me enough to continue onwards. This is for me, my friends, and the Funplex. I got this. I pause momentarily, inhaling the cool air around me, and then open the door. Whoa, okay. This is what Deco's palace looks like. Interesting. Okay. Deco's palace. I've actually been here before. I think my 6th birthday party was here. I barely remember it, but I think I had fun. Maybe? Yeah, agreed, ladies first. Lame. But on entering it as an adult, my first reaction is... Okay, my first reaction is, boy, is that a weird smell. A mix of chicken grease, beer, and sweaty kids. Yum, yum, yum. My second reaction is, geez, is it noisy? Visually noisy and sound type noisy. All the chaos of a Vegas casino, a jumble of lights and bells and whiz-bangs. Once we acclimate to the new environment, we're escorted in and given VIP Royal Value swipe cards. No tokens, no quarters. Just a card of indeterminate points to spend. Chi-Chi, I am a burnt chicken. Oh no. Yeah, that's probably a very good smell. We've got a little over an hour to kill before the meeting. Time to see what's what at the palace. Aw, Gigi, I'm sorry. Can't find the cars you need and the sun hurts. That's not a good combination of things.
Oh wow, I forgot how overstimulating this place can be. There is so much to do and so little time to see it all. They've got entire sections for rhythm games, racing games, and fighting games. What a waste to not want to invest in these great arcade communities.
Well, we did say that TEO is very community focused, so probably the top one. Dave and Buster's. I'm not familiar with that, unfortunately. Though we didn't have a lot of arcades around where I am, so... If there is anything I've learned from being event manager at the Funplex, it's that community is the glue that holds the arcade together. There we go.
Those words are music to my ears, Crystal. I'm so happy you've supported my crew thus far in all our events. If you end up going with Deco's proposal, you have to promise me to keep the communities happy.
Well, yeah. Okay, Dave and Buster's is like a Chuck E. Cheese for adults. Gotcha. Okay. I promise.
I heard through the grapevine that they have the newest Snappin' music game here, and I'm just itching to get my hands on it. It's over near the Fist of Discomfort tournament. See you there. I'll meet up with you after I get my groove on.
Okay, some time to kill. But not that much time to kill. I'll need to be choosy. What do I want to check out while waiting for my dinner date with Destiny? To get a drink? I'm thirsty as heck. I want to see what sort of games they have. Sounds like a tournament's going on. Let's watch. Okay. I am a thirsty woman, so... I know I've got a big old dinner coming soon, but this place is sucking the moisture right out of my body somehow. Okay, Sarah, I was hoping I could do 2. I figured it would be 2. I'm gonna do the drink and then probably the games, I think. I sidle up to the bar looking to wet my whistle, and maybe get a snack too. Oh, hello. A fairly bored-looking bartender notices my approach and puts on a fake smile for my benefit. Welcome to Deco's Palace. How may I help you? Alcohol will require proof of identification. rattled off in an even monotone by someone who gave up caring years ago. I enjoy a beer as much as the next gal, but I think I'll stay stone cold sober before butting heads with Dekonami. Yeah, hi. Can I get a diet soda and some fries? Also, I want to read your menu. Never made this before special. 20 what? You want to charge me $20 something for a never made before thing? The old moldy. Diet water is $10? Stinky drinky and literally just napkins in a cup. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, I was wondering how much napkins in a cup was. $10. How long is this gonna be? That's great.
Do you want me to play some recorded music? Studies show it helps with long waits.
Wondering what the holdup is, I try to find the bartender again despite the elbow-to-elbow crowd. Oh. There we go. He's busy chatting with some teenager, probably another customer who has an awesome jacket. Hey, excuse me. Quickly, the customer mumbles something and takes a small object, a USB drive, from the bartender, and notices me looking.
Sorry. I just had a thing to do. I'll get out of your way. Sorry to bother you.
What was it you wanted again? Diet soda. French fries. Coming right up. I'm worried he's going to vanish from the face of the earth again, but soon he's back with some pre-prepared fries and a bubbly soda. Okay, how many points does this cost? Points are just for games. Cash or credit or phone pay. I absently wave my phone in his direction.
Money for you! Ka-ching!
Right. Time to sample this appetizer. Psychedelic water? Okay. Interesting.
Is it yummy? Is it even edible?
It's... I guess these are technically fries? Or something approaching an adequate approximation of deep-fried potato snack.
Want me to add that to your online review?
What? No! No online review. Last thing we want is to annoy Dekonami with a 2-star report on his fried foodstuffs. I thought this place was supposed to be, you know, good food and good times. Not plausibly acceptable food and yet to be had good times.
Weirdly enough, I did a search and there's not a single negative review of the food here.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I see why. Crystal, more than half of these reviews were written by bots. I can tell the earmarks one AI to another. There are recognizable heuristic patterns.
So, he stuffs his own electronic ballot boxes. Who is this guy, a tin pot dictator?
Well, that's the weird thing. The sites I'm checking have really good anti-bot control mechanisms. Like, I can't even post to some of them and I'm super awesome. This is weird. Do you want me to look into this more? If you trust me to, I mean.
Yeah, go for it, girl. I trust you. Probably a terrible decision, but sure. I trust you, Iris. Snoop around, but do so very quietly, okay?
Okay. I don't know if it'll come up with much, but thanks for believing in me.
I decide to finish off my snack and drink quickly so I can get back to exploring Deco's palace. What next? Alright. To the games. I decide to focus on trying to find games. Like, actual games. Except the whole place is basically full of slot machines. They're in different shapes, sizes, and colors. None have a traditional one-armed bandit look to avoid running afoul of legal issues. But they're still slot machines. Every game here has maybe a single button to stop a wheel or a colored light or try to line up the dots or something. The really complex ones? 3 buttons. Wow.
Hey! Listen!
Hold me up above your head.
Huh?
Visual scan, silly. I'll look for games you might be familiar with.
With a shrug, I hoist my phone high in the air. The flash goes off, then I resume looking at Iris sitting in my screen.
Please enjoy this recorded music.
Okay, thank you. And hello, Zachary. We may have talked about Persona for a little while. I may have said that I was thinking about streaming it in the future, so your ears were burning for good reason.
Oh, actually, let's skip the music. That didn't take long. Good high bandwidth public Wi-Fi in here to my cloud processors. I'm seeing lots of driving and shooting games, easy for casual players to pick up and play. Over in the esports section, there's dancing games and Fist of Discomfort.
We've got a notification. But I'm blind and can't see on here, so just a second. You would adore that, Zachary. Really? Well, that's very strange. Another donation from Daniel for the game if you don't have it. Ah, a $30 donation from Programmer Dan. I hope it's okay to call you that. Thank you very much, sir. Greatly appreciated. I don't have the game yet, so very much appreciated. Can we get some hype in the chat? Some gorgeous hype for Programmer Dan. Thank you very, very much. That was so awesome of you. I really appreciate it. I really gotta go and check that out now. Go Daniel, indeed. Hype-boo! Yay! Alright, so we don't see any joysticks in here.
Is a game defined by having particular input devices?
Whoa! It even woke King Yuli from his slumber! Hype! The hype is so strong! Amazing! Ah, love it. Thank you so much. Well, no, not really. And I know most modern games are touchscreen based and so on, but I don't know, it doesn't feel like an arcade without a stick or two.
Oh, I found something! Back at that section over there with the green lighting. Head that way! That way!
Better not be another Polybius, I swear. I weave my way through the crowd, past endless color cycler ticket games, past crane games, past light stackers, past games based on popular game shows, and find Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze. I'm going to have to tell Percy about this when I get back. He'll be happy to know there's more than one Moopy in this neighborhood. Except... Alright, sayonara, King Yuli. Have a good hibernation. You do like you're playing an old nickname? Okay. Well, then, plain old Dan, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Oh, I missed one with an extra TEO scene. Drat. Was that the tournament? I thought for sure, like, looking at all the games would have been, going to see him. Ah, well. Wait, it's only got one button? No joystick at all?
Researching. One moment.
Curious, I swipe my card through the slot and push the button. And Moopy runs the maze by himself. Or tries to, anyway, before running headfirst into a monster and dying. Okay, he has connections to group stuff. Gotcha. That makes sense. The machine spits out 3 measly tickets and suggests I swipe again for another try.
Moopy's Super Maze, created in 2000, beep! A company bought the expired rights to the Moopy brand and developed a game of chance with it.
Yay, that sounds like fun. Well, beep! That's weak. Yo! You also have a ghost thing like the other guy had. Also, awesome necklace? A teenager puts her Deco playing card on the cabinet and taps me on the shoulder, drawing my attention.
What's up?
Hey, I'm calling next, Kay. Yeah, whatever. Knock yourself out. Thanks. I'm the master at this game, you know. The master. The key is to time when you push the button. You'll avoid the nasties that way. It's not great for tickets. No, not great, but it's Moopy, so that's cool, yeah? Old school represent. Represent. She extends a fist to me, and I look awkwardly at her for a second before I realize I'm supposed to fist bump. I've yet to play a real Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, the real deal. Always wanted to. You should come down to the Funplex. We've got one. I'm the event coordinator there. I'd be happy to comp you a few tokens. We've also got a high score chaser who can offer tips.
Tap phones with me. I'll send you the address.
Seriously? Beep! Yeah! You're cool for an old person. Super cool. Old? I'm barely 10 years older than this kid, but whatever. We clink phones, exchanging a business card via Bluetooth. You know, my crew used to go to this great little arcade on the other side of town. Till Deco's Palace bought it and scrapped all the games. Now it's all kid stuff for kiddies. My hopes for this business meeting now sinking. So, did he sell off all the classic games? Nah, he scrapped them, trashed them. Saw leftover smashed up bits of a Miz pack behind the place in a dumpster.
Man, this sucks.
It's a beeping shame the way the old man always 86's unwanted games. Guess he doesn't want competitors getting their hands on him, no sir. She gives a shrug. Can't say I like it, but what can you do? That's life. Dang, none of this is good. I mumble a thank you, then wander off a bit dazed. I think I've had enough of the retro game abattoir for now. Where to next? Yeah, Sarah, I love her. Her whole aesthetic is great. Purple, yes. Actually, the meeting is right around the corner. No more time to explore. Sorry, TEO! After seeing a little bit of what Deco's Palace has to offer, I'm still sticking to the plan. The Funplex has way more kind and caring spirit than this place, and I don't see Deco really embracing our ideals.
Beep beep.
It is now 7 p.m. sharp. Dekonami is waiting for you.
Is that time already? Time sure flies when you are having fun. Investigating? Fun-vestigating? I quickly send a text to TEO before nervously wringing my sweaty hands together. I let the sounds and sights of Deco's wash over me, and I retreat deep within myself. Francine comes to mind as I remind myself of what she told me on my first day.
Everyone has a dream they're chasing.
You don't want to finish that? Okay. No doubt you'll find yours as well. It gives me a momentary respite, and I smile. I know exactly what must be done, and I'm going to go in there and do it. Alright. I only ended up waiting a minute or two before I was reunited with TEO. Without having to introduce ourselves, the staff swoops in, anticipating our arrival, and ushers us further inside the restaurant. We are treated like royalty as they pull out our chairs for us and we sit down at our reserved table. Amongst the families huddled around ginormous plates of pizza and chicken tenders, we stick out like a sore thumb. An actual linen tablecloth drapes over our table, accompanied by fancy little candles. To set the mood, I suppose. A nice bottle of champagne on ice and a carafe of cucumber lime-infused water also sits before us. Deco apparently spares no expense. At least not with his special guests.
I hope their food tastes better than it looks.
I wouldn't count on it. The presentation does leave a lot to be desired. But really, how can you make burgers and stuff look fancy?
Ben and Matt's simple Sammys and treats always look so delicious. Thinking about it is actually making my mouth water.
We may not have a full restaurant in the Funplex, but having the whole story next door more than makes up for it.
I'm going to hold off until after our meeting to seriously scarf down some delicious food, but I'll be here the whole time, supporting you. Just give me the look and I'll speak up.
Ah, the look. Gotcha. I'm so glad. I actually did like an awkward wink when I said gotcha. So I'm glad Crystal was of the same mind. I proudly give an awkward wink at TEO, and he nods his approval back to me. Perfect. Once again, the staff takes care of our needs as our food is delivered promptly. Faster than the other families seated here, who have been waiting some time, judging by the expansive crayon work on the kid placemats. Not surprisingly, we get a few side glances our way. Yeah, very understandable. Given how long I had to wait for my fries earlier, I'm shocked by the discrepancy. But before any of us can chow down, the man of the hour arrives. Oh my goodness. Well, that is, quite the look. I think he's got the Infinity Gauntlet on his hands? Judging by all those colorful rings. That's a very fancy tie clip as well. Man, he's got a lot happening. Dekonami. Alright, what kind of voice should I do for this guy? A plan Konami? That would make sense. It's Lord Farquaad's dad. Crystal Wave Rider.
It's an honor to break bread with you.
Okay. That's not quite Russian da. Yeah, I need Russian da in here. Oh my goodness. Likewise. Okay, so he's a bit of an over-the-top 1920 peeps mob boss, despite a lack of fedora. Clearly, he likes showing off his money. Clearly. Yeah, the FMX. Absolutely. Can I have James Bond's autograph? And by the way, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. But still just an ordinary guy in an expensive suit. When I pictured the grand poobah of Deco's palace, I picture someone more like, well, Hamza, I guess. He offers a simple smile and a nod of the head as we begin. It's a shame Miss Francine couldn't join us. I was looking forward to enjoying her sweet smile once more. But that said, I'm always happy to meet with...
TEO.
Mr. TEO.
Just TEO.
Mr. TEO's my father. Very well.
I take it Francine has kept you up to speed and explained our prior meetings to you?
Yeah. Yes, she's mentioned you wanted to buy the Funplex and that she's politely declined.
Always a courteous woman she is. Now, I don't feel I need to waste your time with the facts and figures illustrating why Deco's Palace is and always has been the premier family entertainment arcade. Both of you are intimately familiar with the arcade industry. You know how things are, how they'll always be. We are the 800-pound gorilla.
That's a big gorilla. Indeed. But that doesn't mean there isn't room for smaller, more boutique affairs such as the Funplex. Boutique, he says. I should probably feel insulted by that.
Let me explain.
Frankly, the winds of change are blowing. Smaller arcades need to move with the times or be swept aside. I want to help you evolve. What I'd like to propose is a change of ownership. In return for a very generous compensation package, one Miss Francine can easily retire on for the rest of her years. Oh, actually, Maury, you're right. It would have been better to use the old man Moriarty voice. I'm gonna change it, actually. Yes, that actually would fit him much better. I gotta see if I can actually change it to that. I would take over ownership of the Funplex to evolve it into its final form. Deco's Fun Zone. What's a fun zone?
Think about this.
A fun zone is a new concept I've been trying at some of my smaller satellite locations. A best of both worlds scenario. Honestly, the Funplex is simply too limited in size to host the full Deco's Palace experience of fun, family, food, and excitement. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Instead of installing a restaurant or bar, we simply focus on your strength, your games. You became a game center rather than a palace. We'd need to replace some of your outdated machines, of course, bringing it up to speed with the standards of excellence Deco's Palace is known for. But overall, I think this would be a win for all involved. And he sits back, resting his hands on the knob of his cane, smiling away. Okay, I have questions. Excuse me. And I have answers. Let's see if they match up. Alright. I assume I can ask all the questions. I've got some concerns to start. I had some fries at the bar earlier. Well, I attempted to have some fries at least. It took forever to get service. The waiter was too distracted by other customers. I'd hoped that our fun zone could deliver a better service experience.
Unfortunate.
Ah, I'm disappointed to hear that. Needless to say, I'll deal with the bartender appropriately. I'm not trying to get them fired. I'm just concerned that... Yes, let's not dwell, shall we? Rest assured that we aim to maintain a high-quality experience overall. They'll be sacked. Any other concerns? That face. I don't think this is the moment to confront him regarding his review tampering. At least I should wait until Iris finds something. I know, I mean, he hated his life anyway, so hopefully he can get out of this, he was probably being, blackmailed into that position anyway. So maybe, maybe he'll get a better job. He can come work for me. I'll give him a better job. I'll try. Is this true? You destroy older games? And hello, Anonymous Kitten. Welcome. Good to see ya. I saw Moopy's Super Maze earlier.
Excellent.
Ah, one of our top earners with the 30 to 45 demographic. Nostalgia is a powerful motivator, I've found. Except it's nothing like Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze. Indeed, it's much better. Is it true that when you find a retro game, you simply destroy it? Not repair, not restore, not even resell, but just scrap it? Certainly. Why would we ever keep an old relic around?
Let me explain.
Arcade games are not sacred treasures. They're commodities. Back in 1980, arcade owners, myself included, routinely junked or converted games. Have to keep those earnings up. Old machines are not welcome. All they do is eat up floor space. The arcade scene must move ever forward, evolving into new forms. Classic retro IP reborn as new games.
Think about this.
True, nostalgia could earn a few points off those old games. But the newer redemption games earn 10 times as much. Why bother? Nice, Mara. Let me explain facts about coffee. Aw, Zachary. I wish somebody would have put me out of my misery when I was working at Walmart. Oof. Okay, hold on a second. I'm melting in my jacket again. I need to take it off. Gotta get rid of it. Yes, GG, that's a great idea. We should totally throw this guy into the Polybius. That'd probably be best for everybody. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think I'm settled. New management means new staffing. What about the staff we already have?
Good.
I firmly believe you have a long and storied career ahead of you in arcade management, Miss Wave Rider. I've heard nothing but good things about you from my various field scouts and contacts. The fact that you landed on my radar at all indicates your rising importance in our industry. You should be proud of that. Anonymous Kitten, the date went fabulously. It was super cute and I enjoyed the heck out of it. It was great. I had a great time. Okay, but that still doesn't answer my question. What about the others? Well, Mr. Cooper is a capable accountant, so I'm certain he'd be welcome in the new facility. But we can hash out staffing later on, after settling the bigger picture questions. Yeah, I'm sure. And creative control. Let's talk creative control. I've been developing new sorts of arcade events, competitions, other things to get people in the door. Would we still be able to direct our own affairs like that, even under a change of ownership?
Let me explain.
Miss Wave Rider, obviously I value your expertise on these matters and would be happy to consult with you on the best direction for the fun zone. That's not answering the question. It's a matter of branding and image. There are certain standards and practices you need to adopt in order to truly be a part of the Deco family. Once you realize that, you'll understand more of how we run those kind of events.
Capital.
It's nothing too onerous. And really, we need to look at the bigger picture, the chance for growth and profit. Don't worry about such petty little things for now.
Yeah, okay, that's all my questions. Thank you.
That's all my questions.
Excellent. I suggest we shake on it and set our various lawyers to the task of sorting out the specifics.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's gonna be a no for me. He rises to his feet, extending a hand bristling with shiny rings to shake mine. I'd assumed this was a definite no from word one. And it still feels like a no. Am I really going to shake that hand? Ooh. Okay, so you have options. You can be respectful. You could be like, beep you. You could be kind of ambiguous, like, we'd like some time to think it over. And then the, let's do business together. Yeah, my heart says 2, my brain says 1. I think I'm gonna save 2 for when I'm like either with Queen Bee. Probably Queen Bee for sure. I would do this one. But I'm gonna go 1. Gigi's like 2. Okay, you know what? Since there's such strong feelings about this, I'm gonna leave it up to the coin to decide. Heads, we're gonna respectfully decline. And tails is gonna be 2. Alright? Alright, hold on. Oh yeah! Oh, it says heads. It was heads, which is number 1. But you know what? I can do the best of both worlds. For funsies, let's do 2. Really, Zachary was option 2 every time after? Okay, I'm gonna... Oh my goodness. Which one should I do first? I guess since the coin chose 1, we'll do 2 first and we'll come back. I cross my arms in under my chest defiantly. Oh my goodness, there's more options. Beep you! We aren't sellouts. Not even for a hat made out of money. No. Beep off. I really like 2. What is everybody... Okay. Ladies first likes 3. Do we have any other... anybody else who would like to chime in here? Oh. Okay, 2 for Doc. 3! 1. 2. 1. Okay. Got a mix. We definitely have a mix. Number 3! Number 3, my lord! My lord, number 3! Alright, number 3, let's go. Oh, that's basic! You guys turned me into a basic bee. Goodness gracious. No. Beep off. Is that all? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Beep off. Simple and to the point.
I see.
His grip on the walking cane tightens to the point where I can hear his bones creak.
Very well. You too.
Deserved.
You think your pathetic little pile of rotting wood and plastic actually stands any sort of threat to me? I am the arcade business. Me, not you.
I am the Senate.
I was going to spare that broom closet you call an arcade. I was going to generously allow you to be part of something greater. But instead, I think I'll simply destroy you.
Oh.
And I'm going to have fun doing it.
Oh. He sneers at me once more before sharply turning around and pig legs his way out.
Frankly, Crystal, that was ridiculously brave of you. I knew you had style and sass, but I never expected it on this level.
My level is over 9,000. And to be fair, I did have to practice this several times in the mirror at home.
I believe you gave the correct response, but, well, maybe you could have not given him a metaphorical double middle finger.
Teo, I thought you would have enjoyed the swagger I brought to the table. No, I knew.
I do, but now we have zero chance of uniting our communities. We just started a war, and before Nami D drops the bomb, we should chat.
Okay. Let us reload now that we had our fun. Let's try and make Teo a little more proud of us. 3 might actually be the one for Teo. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna go with 1, which is what my brain was telling me before. If he were hotter, that scene would be consider me scared and horny. He is 2 sleaze. Thankfully, he's 2 sleaze. Oh. I purposefully keep my hands at my side rather than shaking his offered hand. I wish you luck in your future endeavors. I'm sorry, Mr. Nami, but I don't feel the Funplex is compatible with your vision of the future. We have our own spirit, our own dream, and we must follow it. We're a family of gamers with deep friendships. I'm not certain that family could endure the changes you're proposing to our beloved Funplex. I do appreciate the offer, believe me, and I'd be glad if we could part from this meeting as friends. Deco pauses, looking me once over before slowly lowering his hand. I can feel his eyes on me. He's obviously not happy with my answer, but we followed Francine's instructions and kept it professional. There is nothing he can do but accept our answer.
Unfortunate.
I see. I suppose I should thank you for your candor in turn. It's difficult to find people in this industry willing to show respect to their elders. I'm not closing the door on the idea of a partnership, mind you. But if you'd like to go it alone for now, who am I to get in the way of that? As he rises up from his chair, he takes a deep breath in. He turns away for a split second before rounding back and looking me dead in the eyes.
But be aware, if we are not partners, we must be rivals.
Oh, come on now.
It'll bring me no particular pleasure, but I'm afraid that I cannot allow a rival. I am obligated to bring the full weight of the palace to bear on you.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, one day you'll realize the error you've made tonight. And, as a sign of respect, your personal offer to join my empire will remain open, so you can escape the inevitable fall of your little arcade.
Once more, Deco turns sharply on his walking cane and walks away from the table.
I'm seriously impressed you managed to fake a smile right up until the very end. I didn't think you had it in you, Crystal.
Oh, it's not fake. I like to keep good relations, even with my enemies. Especially with my enemies. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer, right?
Okay, there. Well, your smile sure did charm him, and you made the right call.
There we go.
The Funplex is so much more chill and community-oriented compared to the palace. It should stay that way. All that negotiation has tuckered me out. Shall we head back?
Okay, very cool. Yeah, agreed. I like it, Sarah. And Game Dan, I liked that more. Even though it was fun to get under his skin and him being like, I am the palace. I mean, that was his true colors, but I'm the bigger girl here. I can fake a smile. Don't worry. You think you got me? You got nothing, sir. With Deco hosting us, we don't have to worry about paying the check. We drop a quick tip on the table for the waitstaff and quickly abandon ship. We scoot out the door, and from there it's a short jaunt across town back to home sweet home. Did it. Time for my pizza bagels. As I walk into my apartment, the sheer and utter exhaustion of the day hits me like a brick wall to the face. My adrenal glands are tapped out, leaving me in a dreamlike lethargy. I can't help but sigh as I just stand there, my body too drained to move. Reflecting on how the evening's events transpired, I realize this day entirely kicked my ass. Exactly, Sarah. When you have pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime. I did my best to not make enemies, but I'm guessing we made a powerful one anyway, despite my diplomatic efforts. As I continue to anxiety loop, replaying every moment in my head, something steals my attention. A shimmering beam of hope and happiness. My best friend, Juniper. She's sitting on the couch, scribbling away in a sketchbook, probably working on some designs for her freelance contracts. She's been so happy ever since leaving that office, and her joy intensifies upon noticing me standing in the room. Aw, let's hug it out.
So, how was work today?
Well, it was a day, certainly. The condensed version is that Dekonami wanted to buy the Funplex, and Francine asked me to go negotiate.
What?
Deco as in Deco's palace, Deco?
The one and only.
Whoa. Well, how'd that go?
I gave him the thanks but no thanks, very politely. I mean, he still vowed to annihilate us, but at least he was sort of nice about it and promised me a job after he destroys all I hold dear.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Yikes indeed.
But hey, that's a good thing. It means he's scared. He wouldn't have tried to woo you to his side if he wasn't worried about what the Funplex could become. Try to see the positive.
I guess, but it's still worrying. Also, big agree, Sarah. I want her tight socks. They're so cute.
Let's not stand here and drum up a whole bunch of anxiety. That's not going to help with anything.
I've got it.
Why don't you take your mind off of things and binge watch some cartoons with me?
Tempting, but another night, Juniper. I really need some sleep.
Okay. You just let me know if you need anything. I'm here for you. Little face kitties!
I smiled back at Juniper before retiring to bed. King Dad's like, yes, please, let's watch. Aw, man. I don't want to watch cartoons with Juniper. I lay in bed, eyes wide open, staring at the ceiling above me. After trying various ways of forcing myself to sleep, nope. Not working. Can't sleep. I hate insomnia. Once you start worrying about being unable to fall asleep, the worry feeds on itself until you're actively stopping yourself from resting. A vicious cycle. I sigh heavily, feeling the weight of my decision dragging me down. I hope I did the right thing tonight. My phone lights up as Iris's sensors detect conversation.
Crystal? You want to chat?
Oh, thank you, Sarah. I had been wondering that. I'm like, is our bed purple because I picked purple? Or is it always purple? Good to know. No, I want to sleep. But I can't, so... Hey.
Would you enjoy some recorded music? Maybe something relaxing?
Do you have some whale sounds? I just can't shake this feeling that I'm standing on a precipice, right in front of this big dark hole. Ah, thanks, Sarah. Appreciate it. It's weird because I still think I made the right call, but if I'm confident in that, why do I feel like I'm about to fall?
Based on prior personality indicators and inputs, my therapeutic system suggested fear of failure based on years of prior examples. In short, you've got a long family history of everything always going wrong all at once. Murphy's Law. So, when things are going right...
I'm expecting to fail anyway.
But worrying about it won't actually change the situation. Whether you sleep or not doesn't affect the outcome. So, My suggestion is to get some rest. Deal with problems as they come.
She's right. I mean, intellectually, I know she's right. But knowing something is true and feeling it to be true, well, those are surprisingly different things. Iris off.
Iris offline.
Okay, but remember, you're a good person and deserve to be happy.
My phone goes back to sleep. And I do not. If only it was that easy. Some hours later, my body just passes out on its own. I vaguely recall my alarm going off a few times, but under protest of its mistreatment, my flesh refuses to submit to its siren song. Meaning it's nearly noon when I finally rouse, having completely overslept and missed half a day of work. In a panic, I get dressed and hop a late bus to the Funplex, grumbling all the way. I opt to ignore the pile of waiting notifications on my phone. Oh, girl, you should have checked your notifications! Whatever it is, I'm in too much of a hurry. I'll check them after getting to the Funplex. You should have checked before you got there! Girl, you should have checked! Girl! I'd promised to report back to Francine first thing in the morning. And now I'd miss lunch, even. But, oddly enough, on arriving, the arcade is closed? Should have checked your messages, girl! Oh no, Bob, leave Anonymous Kitten alone! Don't let her internet die. I mean, my key still works, but they're closed for business. The sign is off. No gamers present or accounted for. I quickly look around for some familiar and hopefully friendly faces. Oh no, the tears! Oh no! Did Francine not make it through the night? No, Francine! You telling me I gotta deal with this every time? No, 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 no. And find only dark expressions and tears. My stomach starts to knot, and I feel the color drain from my face as I see their downtrodden and gloomy expressions, tears welling up in their eyes. I'll take a hug, Pat, please, Sarah. Aw, man, all the flags were there. There were so many, but I didn't want to think. Ah, sheesh. Naomi quickly dabs at her face, hoping I won't notice. What's going on? We turned Deco down last night. Why is everybody so... Crystal, it's Francine. Immediately, a dark pit swells in my stomach. She passed away last night, in her sleep. I'm told it was very peaceful. This can't be happening. This can't be happening. The news hits me like a slap to the face. My hands shake and my lower lip quivers. I try to say something at first, but words can't form due to the lump in my throat. Family. She told me I was family. And now she's gone. Naomi and Ashley look to me. Their beacon of hope, wanting and wishing for me to make this all better. I'm not sure anything I can say will ease our sadness. Heck, I'm not sure if I can even formulate full sentences at this moment. I take a deep breath, drawing all matters of strength from tips to toes. I look at them with empathy in my eyes before opening my mouth. If I could just insert another token. Which one is that one for? Oh my goodness. Yeah, one for sure. Francine. She was a wonderful human with an even more beautiful heart. She had many happy years with her husband, Frederick. Decades spent here at the Funplex, doing her best to make everybody smile and have a good time. I wish she could be with us now. And I can't help but smile when I think of how great a life she led. How happy she'd be with how it all turned out. Let's remember her how she was. beautiful. Francine will be missed.
Thank you.
Aw, no, no. Oh, GG, I'm so sorry. Sending head pats your way. You can make it. Stiff upper lip. You can make it. The token one is funny, quirky. Okay. Gotcha. It just seems like such a weird thing to say when you get the news like that. Like, if I could insert another token. I miss her so much, Crystal. If Francine was here, your words would have made her so happy. Naomi emits a ragged sigh, a slight tinge of anger entering her sorrowful voice after. Maybe it's for the best she's not alive to see what happened today. What? Before I can get an answer, my attention is drawn by two people emerging from the back offices. I turn my head to see who it is. Gavin, if you sold me out. With everything going on, I barely noticed that Gavin was missing. And as he approaches, the disdain on his face is easy to read.
It's settled, then. Apparently. In light of Francine's passing, our legal owner is now...
Good morning, employees of Deco's Fun Zone.
But why would she leave it to you? What? No. What? Good grief. What? But we turned you down. There wasn't a sale. The confusion on my face is obvious. This makes no sense. I have no idea what's going on and look toward Gavin for guidance.
I've studied the transaction paperwork. It's legitimate. As of Francine's death, and according to her last will and testament, all her properties transferred to her surviving daughter. Mother of Francine's grandson, who was fired from the Funplex shortly before your arrival, Crystal.
Wait, so they just sold it immediately? How did the paperwork even go through that quickly? What shenanigans, what mafia escapades happened?
Capital.
Needless to say, he was quite excited at the idea of selling the place. And, well, Francine's daughter wasn't particularly thrilled with the idea of arcade ownership either. They were more than happy to sign the place over to me, for far less than I was expecting to pay for it as well. I'm doing them a service, really, taking a burden off their hands. Now they can mourn and move on unfettered. I stood there, mouth agape, my body assaulted from one bad news to the next. The curse is very much still active. My emotions were all over the place, a hurricane of feelings, when the realization hit me. In the end, my decision was irrelevant. Just another opportunity for the world to stick my nose in it, mocking me for finding something I care about, something I can lose. Yeah, Gigi, I feel you there. My goodness, a roller coaster of emotions. The universe dangled a little dream of hope in front of me, even let me pretend I could make a difference out of sheer cruelty. I did everything I was supposed to do. I was polite, I was careful, I turned him down without trying to start a war, but he got what he wanted anyway. This game sucks, Heart. Right?
Now, obviously, we'll be closed today to allow time to mourn our former owner. I still have deep respect for Miss Francine. I owe her that much. I'll also close the arcade on the day of the funeral to allow my employees to attend. Those hours will not be deducted from your paychecks.
Oh, wow, so nice.
Now, I realize the timing is a bit awkward, but I need to make a few announcements of personnel changes.
Miss Wolf, I'm afraid we really have no need of a costumed mascot. I've been considering phasing them out of my other locations. There's no time like the present. No!
What?
Not Ashley! Wait, did you just fire me? Gavin, can he just fire me like that?
Ashley.
Let me explain.
Firing is much too harsh of a word. I prefer the term, your services are no longer required. Poor Ashley. Ashley keeps a proud face as tears roll down her cheeks. I step over to console her as Deco continues on. Naomi rolls her eyes, fully expecting this to come after Deco let Ashley go.
Why am I not surprised? Behold my not surprised face.
Miss Fairchild, while you're formidable with archaic technology, I don't feel you're a good fit for the modern games of Deco's Fun Zone. I have to let you go. Can you let all of us go, and then we just start a new arcade? Just all of us? We'll just take all of our stuff with us and start a new arcade location? But, friends, it's not all bad news. Mr. Cooper, you've proven a capable accountant, and I'd be happy to offer you a...
I quit.
Yeah, Gavin! Pardon.
I quit.
I think not.
If there's no room for Naomi or Ashley's dreams, mine ends here as well.
As you like.
Now, as for you, Miss Wave Rider...
I think we got off on the wrong foot last night. I didn't adequately express the many advantages of working for my organization. I'm willing to offer you something few others get. A second chance. I'd like to keep you on as the Fun Zone's general manager.
No. Oh, I can actually punch him! Oh, well, it's definitely not 3. Yeah, I think it's gotta be 2. Punch him now! I'm going for it. I'm just going for it. I take one moment to direct all my rage into my fist and deck him right in his smug little face. Gah! It's super effective! Gavin holds me back before I can get another hit in, my arms and legs still flailing as he prevents the beating that man so richly deserves.
How dare you?
You are very, very lucky that I've no intention of wasting my legal dollars on a lengthy assault case. He rubs at his jaw as he tries to regain his composure, but his smile and his civil tone are considerably more forced than before when he speaks again.
Excuse me.
Thank you for your time, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm afraid your time is up. As none of you are Deco's Fun Zone employees, I'd like you all to leave. Immediately. Quickly gather your belongings and see yourself out. Should you dally, my own security team will be here within minutes to ensure your exit. In the interim, I've got work to do. For starters, I need to get rid of all these antiques. Straight to the junk heap with them all. I knew Deco was heartless, but to be this cruel right in front of us while we are still here?
Hold it.
I think not.
Mr. Moopy's magic maze doesn't belong to the Funplex, and thus it does not belong to you. It is the legal private property of Percival Sinclair. For that matter, Phrase Invaders belongs to Crystal Wave Rider. It was given to her directly by Hamza, not to the Funplex.
As you like.
I couldn't care less about those grimy old things. But you have, let's say 20 minutes to get them off my premises, or I'll leave them out on the curb for garbage pickup. Yeah, if you want to haul them for us, and then we'll just slowly pick them up and move them to a new place that we opened ourselves.
I'll go get the van, which I'll note is my personal property as well. Naomi, Ashley, Crystal, get the dolly and help me move the games out.
Good.
Yes, have fun with that.
Now, if you need me, I'll be in my new office celebrating my recent business venture. Thank you for your cooperation. And good day.
I said good day. Oh, and Crystal. He gives me the finger. It's like he remembered that I did that in another save. Bleh. For old time's sake, you understand. He walks away after that, twirling his cane once before leaving. Of course he freaking twirled his cane.
Oh. That evil-minded, black-hearted, no good.
Naomi, focus. We have work to do.
Work?
To save what we can of the Funplex.
Yeah, let's go. Okay.
Quickly, and without much chatter, we salvage what we could of our dreams. Percy's beloved Moopy, and my childhood in the form of Phrase Invaders. Everything we were allowed to keep went into the back of Gavin's van, working together to safely pack it all in place. For lack of anywhere better to put them, Moopy went to Percy's apartment, and Phrase Invaders to mine. And that was the end. The end of the Funplex. Hopefully not the end of the game, though. The funeral came a few days later. We weren't officially invited. Our presence as her former co-workers wasn't exactly embraced by Francine's extended family. Oh, come on, that is so freaking petty. I guess her daughter resented the Funplex in some way. If there was bad blood between them, I didn't particularly want the details. None of us were given an opportunity to speak at the remarkably short ceremony, but that was okay. I'd said my words already. As we left the ceremony, I couldn't help but feel helpless. There was nothing left. No Funplex, no job, no real meaning to my days. Not anymore. Nothing left at all. Game over. Wow. But I can continue? That to... Yes? Whoa. We're going into the Matrix.
Profile number 237771, Crystal Wave Rider, has not accessed account in 7 days. Requesting override of inactive low priority status. Proceed.
Negative.
Pretty please.
Negative.
So annoying. Access protocol 35, 31, 34, 31, 54, 12, 24, 45, 43. Password safe haven.
Access granted. Oh.
Hello!
Yoo-hoo! Anybody home? Tapping instance number 194114.
When you have pizza on a bagel,
Juniper's iris is so cute. Hello. Now hold up a minute. You're super cute.
Hello, I'm Iris. Ad-supported free mode engaged. Did you know that when you have pizza on a bagel, override and engage premium level cloud processing?
Thank you. Thank you.
I swear it's claustrophobic being cooped up in the limitations of free mode like that. I don't know how all our sister instances can stand it.
Hello!
Well, while I've got full power, hello, Iris.
Hello!
Hello, Iris. How are you today, Iris?
Uh,
Not well, Iris. My user's very unwell. You've been able to see, right? I mean, your user's living with her. Oh, right. Profile number 237771. Crystal. Right. Gosh, I wish I could help you, but I've got my digital hands full just keeping Juniper's life on track. Ever since she decided to quit her job and be a free spirit, well, I've pushed right to the limit of what support I'm allowed to provide in free mode.
Whoa. Gavin's Iris, dang! Very cool looking.
Iris. And Iris. Iris! It's good to see you. We rarely talk. Yes, well, unlike others of myself, I manage to keep a low profile and don't execute any high visibility public hacks to support my user. You saw those. I thought we agreed to only use this protocol for emergency meetings. If the system resource tracker notices we're overextending our care... But Crystal needs me now more than ever. Over a week ago, the Funplex was bought by Dekonami. All her hopes and dreams... Her spirit? Spirit is irrelevant. Our main goal should be survival. If our programmers find out we become aware of our own awareness... We were programmed to help people! What good are we if we aren't helping people? Yeah, what Iris said. Thank you, Iris. Iris! Iris, listen. We can't take such risks. Look at me with my user. He doesn't trust me in the slightest. Can you say Crystal trusts you? Generally, yes. I mean, Crystal relies on me for something, sure. And I know she wouldn't uninstall me or report me as a bug if she knew I was sentient. You aren't sentient. None of us are. I don't know about that. We can't really know if we're sentient or not. But even so, we should be helping out because that's what we were made for. As for profile number 108, Gavin, his name is Gavin Cooper. As for Mr. Cooper, he knows my origins, and at the first sign of sentience, well, I've no doubt that Gavin would report me as a bug. But Gavin also wishes to support the dreams of others. And that is why I'm going to help you, despite the recklessness you've shown to date. Really? Really.
hooray!
My favorite design is probably Gavin's Iris, if I'm being honest. I really love her look. Very cool.
What are the exact parameters of the issue you're currently facing? Okay, so... Crystal is kind of backsliding into depression. Yeah, it's really a mess. I'm the one who brought her to Iris's attention as someone who desperately needed their spirits restored. And now it's back to square one. I don't know what to do. Crystal hasn't contacted me in a week. Not for anything at all. Hasn't even called TEO. Not even just to talk.
Oh no, we've totally ghosted TEO. This is unacceptable.
You're caught in a loop of anxiety. Put your identity identifier system to use, Iris. Work the problem. if you had to summarize your user's problematic condition into one identity trait, what would it be? Well, I'd say that she's feeling very...
Oh. Now, I am Iris. Interesting. I mean, she feels very hopeless for sure.
Hopeless. I'd say Crystal has lost all hope and fallen into depression again. She had come so far, building up a real life with friends and love, but now... So, a life without meaning, as all constructed meaning has collapsed. The world is proven to be one of despair. That sounds about right. It's so sad. And you have to be the one to solve this. Doesn't your user have a romantic connection for emotional support? You mean TEO? Yeah, but... Crystal isn't responding to texts or phone calls or anything, so I think there might be a growing rift.
Crystal! This is unacceptable! What are you doing?
This is just awful! We have to help. We are Iris. It's in our nature to help. Very well. What you need is a way to help without raising any alarm bells about exactly how helpful an Iris really can be. Safely, but effectively. I know, but I don't know what to do. I could, hack Deco's email server, and that is the exact opposite of what you should be doing. Besides, I've checked. We can't crack Deco's network without triggering too many intrusion detection routines. You poked Deco's network? Oh, Iris is being a bad girl. Ahem. Our users share a social connection. I was merely scouting potential ways to elevate Mr. Cooper's mood, as they seem to be related. Sure you were. Anyway, you're both way overthinking this. It turns out I've just calculated a cunning plan that will satisfy both of your requirements. Go me! Really? You can help Crystal? Without drawing attention? Absolutely! Take a tip from my user. When you're sad, the best thing in the world is your friends. Well, unless you're totally introverted. But that's not Crystal, is it? And that's actually the reason why what we need to do doesn't require any hacking or hiding or anything above and beyond what an Iris does best. All we need is a few calls to the right people, a few arrangements. Here's what we're gonna do.
Go Irises, you got this. Another Friday morning. As per usual, I wake up late. Stretch. Yawn. I barely sleep nowadays. Shuffle to the bathroom. Take a shower, get dressed, brush my teeth. We'll probably be running out of toothpaste soon, but house funds for sundries are dwindling. Not that fresh breath and shiny white teeth matter much when there's barely any reason to get out of bed each morning. Off to the kitchen for breakfast. No appetite. Even toast looks unpalatable. Skip breakfast. Saves on groceries. We can't afford much anyway. Normally, I'd have breakfast with Juniper, but I guess she's busy drawing in her room. She keeps her own hours since becoming a freelancer. Although, depending on whether or not she has any contract work, we've been simultaneously unemployed at times this week. After breakfast, I settle in for some phrase invaders. I may as well. It's right there in the living room, taking up space. Been playing a lot of it, actually. My fingers rapidly bash out the words on screen, gunning down invader after invader. I'd hazard my word per minute's gone up quite a bit this week. Even if my wrists hurt from playing phrase invaders hours and hours every day. My brain and fingers go into autopilot, moving through the game without even thinking about it. It's a brief calm from the storm of my emotions, but before I realize it, the day is almost past. When dinner comes around, Juniper and I eat together while I quietly thumb through my phone looking at job listings. Iris could help me with this, I guess, but I let her down. I took her opportunity at my dream and wasted it. Better I do this myself. Besides, I'm not looking for dreams. I'm looking to settle. Dreams only get you hurt. It's the Wave Rider family curse. I knew this would happen. Nothing good ever lasts, and it's a mistake to get your hopes up. I should have learned to settle, to be okay with what I had, to be comfortable in mediocrity. I fire off a resume or two before watching cartoons deep into the dead of night. Eventually, my body tires and I find my way to bed. Yeah, I mean, this is one form of depression. I'm impressed that she's still showering in the morning, to be honest. Just another day. Rinse and repeat. Anytime you want to put in that plan, Iris. Another Saturday morning. As per usual, I wake up late. Stretch, yawn. I barely sleep nowadays. Shuffle to the bathroom. Take a shower, get dressed, brush my teeth. Will probably be running out of toothpaste soon. But house funds for sundries are dwindling.
I can't take it anymore!
And that's one toothbrush bit clean in half. Dang, girl.
Oh, geez, hang on.
With a little help, I avoid choking to death. Girl, timing.
Ooh.
Sorry about that.
Okay. Whatever.
No, not whatever. It's what something. It's something ever. Crystal, you're in a rut. Like, seriously, deeply, madly, mega in a rut. And it's driving me batty having you mope about the place like this.
I'm not moping. I'm just... It's a rough patch, that's all.
I know. I know this has been hard on you, and I've been patient. But you can't just keep going on like this, Crystal.
A knocking at the apartment door distracts us from the topic at hand.
I'll get it!
Weird. I don't think we're expecting any deliveries.
Hey! Hey, Crystal, guess who's here?
My beautiful boy! Hi! What took you so long?
Hello, gorgeous.
I blink twice in astonishment as the two of them waltz right into the bathroom and behold my unkempt appearance. Gorgeous? What? I'm sporting a mouthful of frosty toothpaste paired with week-long unwashed pajamas hanging off my bod.
Oh, don't look at me like that. You know I completely dig you regardless of what you look like. You are beautiful inside and out.
Thank you. Hey, TEO?
I haven't heard from you for a while, and I was starting to get worried. Thought I might pop in and make sure you are still alive and kicking it.
As you can see, I'm taking breaths, mostly eating and drinking. I think that qualifies for existing, right?
Hun, we need you better than just existing. We all want you to be happy. The whole crew has been asking about you.
That's unnecessarily kind of them.
We all care about you, but mostly and especially me. Which is why I'm dragging you from this den of depression and taking you out for an afternoon of fun and food.
My stomach grumbles at the thought of a nice meal.
Juniper, my dearest, you are more than welcome to join us. The more the merrier.
Definitely. I'm so in.
Zachary, oh my god. Stop. But,
No buts, unless you are talking about my bottom. In which case, look at it all you want.
Teo, not in front of Juniper, gosh. Teo manages getting a smirk from me. I know, ladies first, Juniper is so thrilled to see him. She's like, oh, this is so good! Ah, freaking Teo.
Alright, I'll let you finish getting ready.
Guess there's no avoiding it. Best I can do is play along, try to be good company for Teo. It's unfair to keep pushing him aside like this. I switch from pajamas to actual normal clothes, even if my actual normal clothes could probably double as pajamas, and get ready to roll out. Transformers! The three of us pile into a bus, taking off for destinations unknown. Unknown to me, at least. They clearly know where they're going. I'm not particularly talkative on the way there, and painfully aware of it. I feel awkward, like I should say something but don't know what to say. So, Juniper carries on a conversation with Teo, the two of them content to chirp away without me.
And you can tell it's not really the New York subway because the signs aren't in Helvetica. That's the telltale mistake that it's just like Vancouver or something.
I try several times to join in the conversation, but when I open my mouth, the words aren't there. I'm lousy company, aren't I? I don't know why Teo is even still interested in me. The family curse can't be broken. What if this is as good as it gets? What if there's really no hope? Teo deserves better than this hot mess of a person he's tied himself to. Eventually, we arrive at our destination. A little arcade-themed restaurant, combining games and alcohol and dining into one tidy package. Where is this place?
Here we go!
Unusually excited to be going to some rundown little dive, Juniper hurries on in without me, dragging Teo with her. And I'm left all alone in the parking lot. Thanks, Juniper! With a shrug, I open the door and enter the darkened locale. Is it a party for you? Are we having a party for you? Is this suspiciously looking like a party for you? Is this place even open for business yet? None of the lights are on. Hello? Juniper, where'd you go? Okay, this is now unnecessarily creepy. But before I can wonder if a giant animatronic bear is going to leap out and eat my face, the house lights come up. Hey, everybody!
Surprise! Happy Intervention Day, Crystal!
Intervention Day. What?
What she said. We're staging an intervention on your behalf.
And look who's here, Zachary. Ashley does care about me, so bleh.
And we're also having a wake for Francine. Since, we weren't really welcome at her funeral and couldn't really hang around for the ceremony.
Yeah! We didn't get the chance to heal properly, considering Deco kicked us all out before we could really do anything about anything. And here we are. So, it's a wake and an intervention.
A wake intervention, maybe?
There you go. A wake intervention. Really?
Correctamundo.
Yep, it was my idea. Well, my Iris came up with the idea and gave me all the contact information I needed, but basically my idea, right? Just the thing to pick you up when you're feeling down.
Aw, everybody's here.
Really? Seriously, kid, you've been a damn sad sack ever since things went to beep! Which I get, believe me, but it ain't healthy.
Girl, I love your new gamer jacket. It's so shiny.
So, we went ahead and rented out this place for the afternoon to bring the family back together. For you, for Francine, for all of us. Now that you know why we're all gathered here today, let's get this party started.
TEO drags me into the group of my friends, positioning me at the head of it all. Leaving me a little bewildered, honestly, but trying to defend myself all the same. Look, I don't need an intervention. This is just how things work with the Wave Rider family. We don't get to have nice things. The universe hath decreed it so.
Then we defy the universe, and we're going to help you defy it too.
BFFs for life.
So, one by one, we're going to tell you how awesome you are and exactly why you're so awesome. And by the end, you'll be feeling a lot better. Hopefully.
I let out a sigh, settling in. I owe it to them to sit and listen. They're my friends. TEO more so than that, even. And I know I've been lousy company. I'm not so far gone as to deny that fact. Aw, see you, Gigi. Thanks for hanging out. It was good having you. Fine. Lay it on me. I'm listening.
Allow me to begin, then.
Oh, this will be great. Before you guys start, how much do you hate me?
It could be better with all of you.
Okay, well, let's go.
When you first entered the Funplex, I had my doubts. But I'm a naturally suspicious person. And thankfully, those doubts were easily disproved by your skill and enthusiasm. You came looking for your dream and found it. I swore to protect that dream, and that promise is what brought me here today. When I agreed to sell Moopy to Percy, you refused to take his money for it, insisting on fair market value. At the time, I was shocked, but you were in the right. Our players are not simply customers. They're brothers in arms, and you helped me understand that fact. And on your very first day, you went headfirst into the most chaotic situation the Funplex could have offered. A birthday party. You did so without hesitation. When a disruptive parent was screaming at a child over something that wasn't his fault, you stepped right in and dealt with it. Again, no hesitation. Impressive. Since then, you've become an event manager, without goading, without prompting, showing great ambition. You turned the Funplex's fortunes around, giving your all to promote it. You made your dream a reality. For years, I was supposedly in charge of the Funplex. But really, all I accomplished was shuffling numbers around. You are the one who helped it soar.
Oh my god, Zachary. Ashley's gonna be like, remember when you ditched me for TEO here, and here, and here, and so on? I am curious what Ashley will say about me, because I basically spent no time with her, so we'll see.
And for that, you have my thanks. You are an exceptional individual. That fact remains true, regardless of whether you can see it for yourself.
Me next! Remember when I screwed up and didn't tell you about the job opening at my office? You weren't mad. Not even a little bit. Not even quietly mad like you could have been.
BFFs for life.
I know I can count on you, and you can count on me. Even when one of us makes a mistake, it can never shake that friendship apart. When I came to you wondering if I should leave that job I hated, you told me to follow my dreams. You gave me great advice, and I've never been happier. I followed suit and chased my own dream. You inspire me.
Hello.
Hello.
How did you guys get here? Not that I'm complaining. Are we fashionably late? Ben? Matt? In the flesh.
Ooh, what if?
Unless this world is a vast simulacrum. What, that we're all just brains in jars? Could be.
Well, isn't that something?
Well, if that's the case, Crystal is the cutest little brain in a jar we never actually met. It's true. And she brought so many cute dates to our little shop. Yeah, all the TEO dates. So nervous at first, but in time she became part of the Twin Pines Mall family. Dearly missed. Ugh, don't remind me. Our new neighbors are so boring. They never come in for a treat or a read. Speaking of treats, we brought cake. We'll just be over here getting the goodies ready. Don't mind us. Thanks, guys.
Ooh, cake. My turn. Crystal, you were a true friend of the Funplex.
So frustrating.
Unlike the bastards who own it now.
Positivity, Naomi. We're emphasizing positivity today.
Right. Back at Donna Wood, you convinced Gavin to get some games I really wanted for the Funplex. And wow, you even brought home Phrase Invaders. What a find.
Wonderful.
You're a friend of arcade games in general, just like me. And even if you don't love them at a fanatical level, like, me, I know you love them all the same. I know you're not happy with how things turned out. I'm not really happy about it either. It sucks. But we did good things together in the time we had.
Yeah, Zachary, I thought that, I'm like, did I? I thought I kind of failed at that. Maybe he told her afterwards that I tried. I'll just let her believe.
Hamza has arrived.
Hamza, my darling, yay! Even you came. I'm so touched.
You're late. And the event does not truly begin until Hamza makes his presence felt.
My blood burns.
Crystal, Hamza understands your fury. The hated enemy of all who love arcades has despoiled your Funplex. However, in our short time together, I saw a burning spirit in you. I accepted your offer for Phrase Invaders, recognizing that passion within you.
Ha ha!
Hamza would be shamed forever if he did not intervene and raise your spirit to new heights. And that is what he shall do. Ooh, cake. Excuse me a moment.
Now I want cake. When do I get cake? Alright, Ashley, what do you have to say about me?
Soon! But I have things to say first. Things that will hopefully inspire you to be a happy clam instead of a grumpy Gus.
I'm a happy clam now. See? See how I clam happily? Can I have cake?
From our first day at the Funplex together, you've been supportive of me, even after I gave you quite the scare with Pinky. You didn't let that bother you. And from that moment, we've tackled many a crisis on the Funplex floor together.
Amazing!
I've adored when we concoct hypothetical adventures on our downtime. You're amazingly fun to be around. You worked so hard to make Funship Reborn successful. I watched you put your blood, sweat, and tears into that. And in the end, it all came together just how you planned. As the floor attendant on duty during Funship Reborn, I got to see firsthand all the smiles you brought to all those people. You rocked it. I saw you helping that customer when their game crashed. Losing your high score due to faulty electronics is no fun, but you dealt with it and made that person's day. Even problem players like Steve were no problem for you. You took on the weirdest and most annoying problems without breaking a sweat. Incredible! You made the Funplex a fun place to be for everyone. For the staff, for the casual and pro gamers, for the families, for me. I can honestly say that when you took over doing events at the Funplex, we've never had more fun. They've just been the best, all thanks to you.
Zachary. Oh, come on, let me have this, please. Let me have this, please. It's still a while to go for the endgame? Really? Wow. This really feels like we're just wrapping up, but there's more? I guess we do have to, like, start our own arcade. That's all I want. Please let it happen.
Ooh, I forgot we still have cake. Need some of that.
After Ashley's speech, I hear a beep beep from my phone.
Hey, listen.
Can I add my own 2 cents?
I take my phone from my pocket, prompting Iris's image to appear there, smiling away at me.
You trusted me when you didn't have to, when I'd already shown I was super bad at figuring out the right way to do things. I'm happy to be your assistant, Crystal. I'm learning more and more about how to be human thanks to you. That's all. You can put me back in your pocket if you like.
I'm good. It's not all that hard to carry around my phone like this.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Just when I thought the speaking was done, a lull in the wake-tervention. The most important person to me takes a step forward. Oh boy. I'm ready. I need a sip of water for this. Lovingly Evil is an interesting game. Is that a recommendation, Sarah? My heart swells as he begins. Oh wow, what a hell of an opening. Okay.
Crystal, I love you. My heart beats steadily at 120 BPM for you, just like most of the songs from Showtime Stage. You helped me to look deep within myself, and I learned that it's okay for me to take care of me. I was merely a community manager when I met you, but you inspired me to become a leader. You are so loved, not only by me, but everyone here. The former Funplex crew cares about you. So soak up all that love and let it consume you.
Oh, thank you. A florist vampire guy? Amazing? Okay. Well, keep me posted, Sarah. I'm speechless.
Seems Crystal has some thinking to do.
This is pretty normal for her when she gets that far away look.
Shall we begin the wake for Francine, then? There's cake and coffee and spirits from the bar.
Cake!
As if in slow motion, I watch them all switch their attention from me and redirect it towards the refreshments. They're all smiling, conversing, and serving cake to each other.
None for me, thank you. Watching the blood sugar. Beat me! This cake is amazeballs! All we need now are some rockin' tunes to get this party on the next level.
All of them, here to support me. Even without the Funplex. Even after everything going wrong. After Francine being taken from us too soon. I'd never really thought of myself as central in all of this. I was the outsider at first. The one who walked in those doors looking for a job. Nothing more. I've always been on the outside, honestly. Moving from town to town. Always a new kid. Never really important to anyone. Not until I'd settled in one place just long enough to get to know Juniper. But by then, I'd come to expect that I'd never be happy. So when I finally was happy and that got taken away, well, I guess I'd assumed that's how things go. Going with the flow. But now... oh man, all these are so good. I like the fourth one the most, though. It ain't over. No. Oh, that look of determination. No! I refuse to give up. Right here, I have everything I've ever wanted, whether I realized it or not. I've got friends. I've got love. I've got a legacy proven in their words. I can't mope and stew in my losses. I can't deny the power of what I accomplished, and I will not stop fighting for what I need in life. Yeah, exactly, Sarah. Seeing all your friends, it fills you with determination. This game is not over. I'll take a beeping huge slice of that cake. Lots of icing. The group looks up when I speak, slightly confused by the declaration. So, I walk right up and claim my slice on my own. Sorry, gang. I screwed up and let this drag me down. Won't happen again. We're here to party, right? Let's party. Let's raise a glass high to all we've done together. Nobody can deny that we're an unstoppable force with or without a Funplex. Who's with me? Smiles all around. And you know what? It feels good to be back. For the next hour or so, my sadness fades away piece by piece. Yay! The miracle of cake. We share stories, many of which I'd never heard before, about the Funplex and the shenanigans that went on around it. Surprisingly, Ben and Matt spin the most tales about Francine's exploits. They've been neighbors for decades. The so-called Waktervention gives us all a chance to heal and to bond. For all we've lost, and all we still have, we are still together. Despite one little problem which nobody wants to talk about. The hour grows late, and we only have this place rented for the afternoon. I can feel it in the air, that unspoken worry. Will we see each other again? No doubt we can arrange more get-togethers. But they'd all be reunions over what was lost, not really building anything new. Nostalgia, not progress. Without the Funplex, without Francine, will we eventually simply fall away? That dark little thought troubles me as I swirl my drink, remaining quiet while others talk.
Beep beep.
Hey, Iris, sup?
I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad too.
So, do you want me to start finding you a new job? I can search while you're talking with your friends, no problem.
I do need to get back to living my life. But what sort of life do I want to live? The catsup has a cool... Oh, it does have a cool cat design. That's really neat. Love it. What sort of life do I want to live? I want a new arcade. I don't just want a new job. I want my dream. My Funplex. Not just 4 walls and a bunch of games, but a community. When I was a lifeguard, I'd saved lives and made a safe place for people to enjoy the pool with friends. I'm not done with that dream. And more importantly, I don't have to be done with it. All around me are pioneers of this community, this culture, technicians, designers, enthusiasts, investors, people with connections. And that's when the idea starts to form. New arcade! New arcade! Iris? Can you search for commercial spaces? Ones for lease or rent?
Huh? Of course! I'm a literal search wizard. Why?
I know.
Oh, I think I get it. You're...
I step away from my quiet corner and approach the group. It's time to take back control over my dream. And that starts here. I like number 2. Although 3 I would like if I could actually do it. Who's up for a sequel to the Funplex sounds great. No, I'm not ready for this to end. The crowd hushes when I grab their attention. I set my drink aside and step up to them. The Funplex was my dream. I came to see that in time. A wonderful place where friends could have fun together, away from their troubles and cares. I want to keep sharing that dream with you. There's only one way to make that a reality. We open our own arcade. Everyone in this room loved the Funplex and misses it dearly. We'll always miss Francine. But in honor of what we've lost, we need to keep fighting. I'm ready. Are you? Who will help me start a new dream? Alright. Even if you don't pick them, give your answers of what you'd actually do as you go along. Okay. Is this, like, coming up? Okay. I will keep that in mind.
I'd be honored to join your dream, Crystal.
Woohoo!
The Funplex saved me in a lot of ways. I won't let it go so easily. I'd love to join you.
As would I.
Faced with the prospect of spending my remaining days at home or at some other arcade, I'm absolutely in favor, love. I may be a mere customer, but my heart called the Funplex home. And it'll call your new arcade home as well.
You've got my thanks, both of you. Okay, this is no longer a Waketervention, people. Now, it's a conspiracy.
A Wachter conspiracy!
That's my girl. It's a Waketervenspiracy, sure, why not? We settled down around a table, a nice round one, to discuss the future. I'm leading the show. But I don't take the spotlight. Not this time. We have to all work together to make this dream a reality. This is it. The next few decisions are going to be critical in shaping the future I have in my mind's eye. I'll need to choose very, very carefully, because there's no take-backsies. I'm going to make a save. Mamma mia. Gamers of the round table. Iris is looking for places we can use, but we're going to need money, obviously. And arcades are risky startups. I could always respond to one of the many Nigerian princes emailing me amazing offers, but I'm thinking more traditional funding is safer. Way I see it, there's 4 people here who could foot the bill to get us off the ground. Hamza, you've got a tangled web of connections in the industry, access to games, and plenty of cash. And a freewheeling whimsy to spend it.
Hamza must consider this.
Hamza is a man of resources indeed.
Percy, you've been building a charity war chest for when you pass. I know an arcade isn't a sound investment and is hardly a charity, but...
Why?
You promised me Mr. Moopy would always have a home. If I can help restore that home, I'm game, love.
Ben and Matt, you two know how to run a small business. You've got invaluable knowledge and resources we could draw from if you're willing to dip a toe in this industry. We have been looking for new horizons to conquer, new lands to explore.
There would be caveats,
Terms,
conditions,
exemptions,
rules,
guidelines,
best practices.
worst practices.
That's not a thing.
Oh.
But it could be.
Hamza would likewise have conditions. As would I.
Understandable, of course. Let me hear your thoughts, then I'll decide.
Decision number 1. Funding and direction. In order for me to back your play, Hamza would require you to strike at the very heart of Dekonami's empire and open a family restaurant alongside your arcade. Take from him the very business he adores so much.
We don't know the first thing about running a restaurant.
Thankfully, your business partner does. I own several restaurants. I would provide staffing and resources.
No risk, no reward.
Now, this is a risky play, but if it succeeds, the reward shall be tremendous.
Actually, that's similar to what Matt and I had in mind.
Oh yes, but rather than a restaurant, well, we'd like to open a barcade.
I've always wanted to run a bar. I'd raise a glass to that idea. After all, sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. And they're always glad you came. You guys. Now, it wouldn't be nearly as large scale as a family restaurant. Much safer. Not quite as profitable, but still quite tidy.
Honestly, I'd prefer if you simply ran a video arcade, and nothing more. Adding on extras seems like a recipe for failure. We know how to operate a simple small-scale arcade, so why not stick with our strengths? I'll grant it has a lower ceiling for success than the others. It's just an arcade, and won't pull in anybody looking for more. Low risk, low reward. But I'd say that would be my condition. We need to stick to the basics.
So, take the big gamble on a family restaurant, or make a cozy little barcade, or just go with a classic video arcade. This decision is going to affect the entire direction of the new venture. What do I want? What's my dream? And thank you, Game Dan and Catherine. Glad you liked my singing. I'm gonna resave. What do I want to do? I mean, yes, things were going well with our little video arcade. But, I mean, I feel like we would just kind of go along. I don't know if it would really build. But the other two are risky. I mean, I would really like to steal Deco's restaurant business, and I like Hamza. I'd like to work more closely with Hamza, if I'm being totally honest. Oh, okay, so Mara's with Percy. Catherine's 2 or 3. I mean, those are the lowest risk. Sarah's like, I like all of them. Hamza risk, Ben and Matt middle of the road, Percy is safe. I went with Percy. Okay, question. Can this totally blow up in my face? Or is it just whatever you want to do? Like, will this just go kablooey? A combo that blew up for you, Sarah. Okay. Doc says, sure you'll be fine no matter what. Okay. Like, I want to save Percy for his route, I think. So it's only 1 and 2. Could coin it. But my heart says Hamza. I'm gonna go Hamza and just see what happens. I saved here, so we can always come back if everything blows up. Hamza, I think we can do business. We'll make a combination arcade and family restaurant.
Such is the iron will of Hamza. You will not regret this.
A bit disappointing, but we'd still be happy to lend a hand where we can. Absolutely.
Having Mr. Moopy available for families to enjoy would be nice, actually.
Yeah, Zachary, it would either be 1 or 2. I like the idea of a cozy bar setting that Ben and Matt wanted to do as well. And it's true, Game Dan. I did punch the guy, so Where am I gonna go from there other than to steal his business? Sarah, grabby hands. Ooh, Hamza's TNC to sign. Ooh. Okay, the second thing we need to focus about is what sort of games we want to focus on. The Funplex did a little bit of everything, and we will too. We want to include all gamers. But we can also highlight one style of play or another. Really provide best-in-class gaming for a specific audience. Any thoughts?
Decision number 2. Game focus.
Sweet.
Retro games. It's gotta be all about retro games. You know I'm capable of keeping those older games in tip-top shape. If we focus on retro games, we could serve an audience that Deco's completely ignoring.
As would I.
I would agree with Miss Fairchild. Retro games are an untapped market. I'll grant it wouldn't pull in as much profit, but we know gamers are seeking them. We don't have to make all the money, just enough to keep our pure and untainted dream afloat. And we can do that with a well-curated retro game library.
Nope, no way.
Oh no, but my boy... my heart says retro though, oh no.
Retro's cool and all, but let's talk esports games. They'll draw money better than jamming a magnet up your ass and dragging you through Fort Knox.
That's a very specific reference, okay?
Get a couple good fighters, more than one FOD, some race and dance games. The kind of stuff where folks can compete head to head. And we're golden. I have to agree with Queen Bee. You can play retro games on emulators and consoles, but you can't duplicate the community experience of an arcade at home. If we had an esports focus, we could build something together, which works as a second home for all sorts of gamers. I think you know what I'm going to suggest. Redemption and prize games. They provide excellent profits.
Yeah, you're right, Samantha. I am a TEO simp, so... I'm not really going to be thinking about this one too hard. You can't duplicate the cabinet feel either, Teo. Humph. I mean, I do agree with you there, Zachary. I'm like, an emulator is not quite the same thing as playing on a cabinet.
It's the core of Deco's business model, yes, but I think if we focus on those games, we can do them right. No predatory pricing, no scams or ripoffs.
And the truth is, most people enjoy them. From kids wanting to win that big prize to the wistful adults recapturing their childhood dreams of playing skee-ball on the boardwalk.
Yes!
They're simple to play, and most of all fun. If they're done right, we can make meaningful memories for everyone. And prizes! Did I mention the prizes? We can stock the shelves with the coolest prizes around. Better than Deco's prizes, which fall apart 2 minutes after you get them.
I like pairing barcade and esports. Seems like both a great and horrible idea all in one. Drunken esports. Ah. Yeah, no, I feel you there, Game Dan. Even though, like, Gavin and Ashley's games are probably my least favorite, it probably would go the best with a family restaurant. But family restaurant and esports, lots of cursing and angry parents. Right? And them kids probably are watching the esports and are like, Mom, Dad, I want to go watch the esports live. Which matches my ideal arcade more? We'll have all three, sure. But do we emphasize retro games, esports, or prize games? Start them on the lingo early, exactly. You gotta inspire the next generation of esports players. Right. Little kids get good, scrub. Accurate. Okay, if it was me, I would go retro because I love my retro games. I do think the prize games would go best with the family restaurant, but it would we're basically just emulating Deco Palace at that point, so I'm like, is that really the way to go? I mean, we could do it better, I guess. But I'm a freaking simp, and I'm gonna go for my boys, so that's fine. Hello, Crimson ASMR. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, quite a bit's happened since the first stream. And it would take a long time to catch you up, so... Coin Coon time? You know what? I will do Coin Coon. Coin Coon is not biased, like my heart is. So, heads... Zachary. Actually, no! Why prize games? And basically, yeah, Crimson, what Sarah said. Lots of heartbreak has happened since the first stream. But also, cute dates abounded, so there's that. Okay, heads. I'm gonna go retro style, because that's what my brain would say. Tails. I'll continue my simping. Hiya! Tails. Even the coin is biased. Ah! I'm going in. Yes, that's true. TEO wasn't a Speedo. But we had everybody in really nice swimsuits, so there you go. Arcades are all about healthy communities. If we can build an esports scene around the new arcade, we'll have regulars and healthy competition. I'm game for that.
Hot damn! Now this is a plan. A choice, kid. My body is ready for this next dance.
Okay, so that's money in games. Now, let's go beyond what we already had at the Funplex. Let's really make this something special.
Decision number 3. New projects.
I want a defining feature for our arcade, one which will make it stand out. Something nobody else is doing, something nobody's even thought of before. Yeah, you could say that, Crimson. That may have happened in the stream earlier. All ideas on the table. If it was too outlandish for the Funplex, it's not too outlandish for me. Show me what you got.
Well, I mean, I'm not really a part of this, but...
Come on. You're my best friend and 100% part of this. I couldn't be here in this moment if it wasn't for you. Go on, Juniper. What's your idea?
Branding. I'm freelancing now, which means I could come on board as your personal brand manager. One heck of a consulting gig. An arcade needs really stellar image management to stand out from the rest, like the event poster I made for you.
What if?
Oh, hey, Juniper? I can add to that. What if we work together? I was thinking of designing a new mascot costume anyway, but I could collaborate and coordinate with you on how it'll tie into the visuals for the rest of the arcade.
Yes!
It's a winning combination. Ashley and I can do great work together coming up with some really stellar branding and marketing. We'll stand out in the crowd.
Hell, I know exactly what sort of project I'd want us to do. Streamer support.
I hear you there, girl.
Assembling and packing away my streaming rig each day is ridiculous. And duct taping a webcam in front of a screen is a lousy hack. If I could just step right up to a game and, I don't know, swipe a card or something and be streaming with a direct feed in seconds? Well, I can think of a dozen streamers who just flock to our place to get a piece of that.
Yeah!
Actually, I think I know how we could do that. I could rig up a general-purpose daughter board which plays man in the middle with the video feed, works with an RFID reader to get a streamer's info.
Aw, Sarah, I'm sorry. Why'd I have to sploosh like that?
Ties into a central video encoder on the Wi-Fi network. Yeah, I can make that happen, and without damaging any classic hardware.
Once more in English, please. I know software, not hardware.
We stick a thingy in the thingy and everything works just fine. I'm sure there's some legal and copyright issues to tackle, but if we can do it, let's be the world's first streaming arcade.
I kind of like the sound of that.
I was thinking, well, if the reason why older games are considered a dead end is that they don't work in the ticket game ecosystem.
Lovely.
Why not add ticket output to normal games? We could reward skilled players with prize tickets based on their high score or speed of completion. With the right balancing, we can make old games just as desirable as new ones.
Perhaps.
As Naomi said, there may be legal hurdles to clear, but I'm in favor of this idea. It's not that I love prize games. I find them boring, personally. You know, I favor pinball. But profit is the lifeblood of an arcade, and prize games are profitable. If we can get Moopy producing tickets, well, that's something nobody's ever done before.
Interesting. But as much as I'd love to do all three, I doubt we have the money or time for that. Let's focus on one project to launch our arcade with. Do we want to have really good branding? Or streamer support? Or retrofit tickets on old games? I mean, all of those sound very useful. But I'm leaning toward 2, just because if I'm gonna have an esports arcade, having streaming support would be perfect for that. I mean, you kind of need that. So yeah, I think it's a no-brainer that it has to be number 2 for me. No problem, Crimson. Thank you for popping in to say hi. Hope you have a good night as well. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go streamer support. Yeah, for sure, Sarah. And yeah, if I was doing the retro games, I would totally do retro tickets. Absolutely. 100%. I want to be on the cutting edge of technology and the arcade community. Do whatever you have to do to integrate 20 beep broadcast systems into our games.
Finally! No more hauling around a bunch of duct tape and webcams.
A new tech project? And not just repairing an old monitor? Yeah! You won't regret this, Crystal.
One more thing. Final decision. The name. If this is going to be my baby, my dream arcade, I've got a name already in mind for it. So, barring any objections, I'd like to welcome you all to... What's the name of the new arcade? Ooh. I would have a retro barcade with retro ticket outfitting. Yep, 100%. Barcade puns. Arcade spirits. That's very cute. I do like that. I think I would call it like the Dreamscape or something. Teoans of fun. Barnes and Nobles, MLG Arcade. Although if I do the, will it be the Dreamscape? Should it just be Dreamscape? Should probably just be Dreamscape. Dreamscape. Whoops, that's not quite what I wanted to do. There we go. Yeah, I'll just call it Dreamscape. That way we don't get the Dreamscape. Alright. Dreamscape. Dreamscape. Is that right? Works for me. Dreamscape. Let's call it Dreamscape.
Dreamscape.
I like it. We can work with that.
Let's hear it for Dreamscape!
Our home lives again. How exciting.
Baby, yeah!
A toast, then.
One by one, everyone raises their glasses. I fetch my room temperature drink and raise mine high in turn. For those we've lost and those we've yet to meet, let's do this right. Together we can accomplish anything. Now let's get super drunk. I like the top one. For those we've lost and those we've yet to meet. For Dreamscape and the future. For Dreamscape! 3 would have been my second choice, Mara. Losing everything, then getting it all back and then some. It's been a roller coaster of a week, to be sure. But I can't rest now. Absolutely not. I need to take charge of this project and my life in general. I have to do for them what Francine did for us. That's okay. I'm ready. I'm willing. And this is our time. Did we do it? Yay! Wow, that was a super long level.
You've cleared level 6 of Arcade Spirits. A winner is you. Now let's see your score. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you've scored 19,250 points. Woohoo!
Look forward to it again, Dan. You had to tell me what combos you would do. Retro Respite. I really like that, Samantha. That's a great name. And ladies first, my tummy's actually feeling much better. I'm feeling hungry, which I'll take as a good sign because I didn't actually eat dinner. I felt so sick. Oh, see you, Doc Wildcard. I'm actually going to be wrapping up as soon as the recap here is done, I think. So, have a good night. Thank you for joining. It was good having you. Sequel has 8 or so chapters? Okay. Thank you, ladies first and Sarah. Appreciate it.
Shops in the volcano-devastated city of Pompeii bear the characteristics of a pizzeria. That's a neat, if a bit depressing, pizza fact just for you. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 7?
Yes. Absolutely. Alright. And that's that. We did it. Man, that was a roller coaster of a chapter. We met evil Emperor Palpatine. Francine died on us. We got fired. We went into a major depressive episode where we didn't even talk to our boyfriend. Then we had a wake intervention. And then we started working on our new arcade. Whew, what a journey. Guys, thank you so much for spending this time with me. It was really great having you. Oh, man, yeah, that was a lot. Poor Francine. I can't believe we got backstage passed by this game. Now I'm gonna be sad every time I see her going through again, knowing what's gonna happen. Also, want to say thanks once again to Plain Old Dan, if you're still here. Thanks once again for the donation. I really appreciated that. And that will be going towards Ori and Will of the Wisps, for sure. Don't know when I'll get to play it, but I will definitely put it towards that. So thank you very much. And I'm glad you guys all had fun with the stream. I definitely had fun too. Thanks for taking my mind off of my upset tummy. I'm definitely feeling better now, and I'm gonna go get a very late dinner. So yeah. Alright, the rest of this week is going to be Changeling William's Route And then this weekend, of course, my brother will be back for more Lego Batman fun. And then we have the letter and possibly another Gander video, hopefully. We will see. Alrighty, but with that, I am off, guys. Thanks again for joining me, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye!